Hey all, this is a series of videos I'm doing on different functions of the calculator and how to do them. So I'm going to start by talking about how to do derivatives on the calculator. So you'll see I have a function here that I put in the calculator, e to the negative x squared, and I'm going to show you how to take the derivative of it and how to plot the derivative on a graph. So we'll start with just taking the derivative at a particular point. Your button shortcut is going to be math 8. So we're going to go math, and you'll notice down here, an 8 is n derived. That's our derivative. So we're going to go math 8, and then we're going to use y1 in that. So it's going to be d by dx of y1. That's going to be vars over into y vars function y1. And that'll say to put the graph that you have entered in y1, you want to take the derivative of that at a particular point. So let's say I want to know what happens when I plug in 5. So that'll give me that derivative at 5. And if you don't have it stored in y1 and you just want to put the function in, then you can still put the function in. You could put e to the negative x squared where I have y1, and that'll work too. Oh, it's a really small value. It's almost 0. And I can do the same thing. Remember that second and enter will call up the last thing you typed in. So if I want to plug in a different point, let's say I want to plug in a negative number. Or maybe let's say I want to plug in a small number. So maybe I want to plug in 0.2 or 1/5. And there's negative 0.38431. So that gives a different value. And if I want a graph of the derivative, if I want a graph of the derivative at a particular point, then I can go into, say, y2. And I can go to y2 and put math 8 d by dx of y1 and then instead of putting a particular point in, we're going to put x equals x so that it's a more general form of the derivative at x equals x. And then if I go over to my graph, it should show up. Now, if you wanted to do the same thing and you had an older calculator, then your keystrokes would be still math 8 for n derive, and then this is the sequence of notation that you would put in. Math 8 for n derive, y1, comma, x, comma, whatever number you're plugging in. So this x would be whatever number. This would be the 5 or the 0.2, or if we wanted to graph it, then we would just put comma, x, so that it had the more general form, just like we did x equals x there before. And that's all for putting in derivatives on the calculator, so talk to you next time.